Today I will do another winter flight, and it's also time to introduce a new plane to my RC fleet, and it's the E-Flite Waco UMX. It's a really small and tiny one, and this one comes in two different colors. Now, as I like yellow RC airplanes, this one was the one for me, but it also comes in a red and white version also. So I'm just eager to get this one up in the air and fly it. So let's go outside to the lake and on top of the ice and get this one up in the air. It's quite windy today, so I'm having the wind just facing straight forward. And well, it surely just pick up speed when I go downwind. Let's see how it performs when I'm just facing the wind. I'm doing a circle. It's coming back. It's a quite strong wind today. Maybe not the best opportunity to try. To try this Waco then. As you can hear, it's not as silent as the UMX air tractor, but it's also not as noisy as, for instance, the UMX Timber X. So as usual with these small UMX RC airplanes, they are really agile and easy just to over control them. It's quite easy to tell where this is thanks to the yellow and this kind of stripes underneath the wing also. This is just a 550 millimeter, so it's a really small RC airplane. Still, it does have some good speed, and I'm having really no problem to control this one. It's just that the wind is really fierce and kicks this one around. So overall, a good performance from this one. Kind of reminds me of the UMX Timber X. It's not as snappy as the Timber X, but still agile. And kind of this a little bit easy to over control it. And I have set up my TX to do like at least 30% expo at 100% rate. So maybe it's just better to tone down the rate on the next round of flights I do with this one. Maybe do like 80% or something. So I'm having a little bit of easy warnings about lower battery. It could be that it's quite cold today. I think it's around 6 or 7 Celsius minus degrees. And the snow is quite soft also, so hopefully landing will be great when it comes to land this one. I'm always surprised when I fly these UMX RC airplanes. You hold them in your hand, you feel like they're really fragile and small. But then when you get up in the air and just fly them, I'm having a good time with it. So they are more enjoyable and more visible in the sky than one might think. But it does get pretty small just when you go, further than like 50 meters away. You can see it just being pushed up and down. And a trick just to do when you're having a little bit of difficulty just to tell orientation if the RC airplane is small, is just to bank quite steep. Then it's much easier just to tell where you're headed. There's 1 minute left and on the 5 minutes timer. Just trying to get a sense of how to get this one down. It's always interesting to get the new RC airplane down. It's facing me. I think I have. much altitude, so I have to go around. So let's just drop the throttle and let this one drop. I have such a strong headwind, so just keeping a little bit of throttle just to keep it in the air. Oops. See if I can get this down in a good shape. I'm almost standing still. Oh, good. Now, what do I think about this Waco UMX plane? It's a really nice scale one because you have like this scarf on the pilot. You also have these nice wing wires, and overall just a great scale looking RC airplane. So in a way this would look really great to have on your shelf at home. It's really small, so you can certainly fit it. It's also really easy just because this comes as is out of the box, so more or less you just have to open this front hatch, put in a battery and bind it to your TX and set up your TX. Just a quick note, Horizon Hobby, they do put kind of a Velcro thing inside just to hold the battery, but on all these UMX RC planes I've tried, I think that the Velcro piece is just too poor, so I always just replace it. And the thing is, I have also the E-Flite Air Tractor, and it's kind of the best UMX RC plane I've ever tried. It's so silent, and this one is not anywhere near as silent as the Air Tractor. It does also feature really noisy servos, as most of these UMX RC airplanes, because they are linear and then have kind of this squealing noise to them. And when it comes to how this one flies, I mean, it's not, again, like the Air Tractor. The Air Tractor is just rock solid. Being so small, it's quite amazing that they made such a good RC airplane in the Air Tractor. But this one, as it is so small, I think it easily can become twitchy and also a bit difficult just to orientate. So I would certainly just suggest to do some sort of expo, maybe 30 or 40% on all surfaces, just to have it flying more gentle. And the thing is, this is not like the most agile one I've tried, but I think it's a really nice experience. And especially biplanes. I mean, I have kind of a soft spot for biplanes. For instance, my Durafly Gloucester Gladiator is just a absolutely marvel of a biplane. And I will surely just try more in that size also. But for now, I will certainly just come back to this one. But for now, I think it's an okay RC airplane. It looks really nice. It's not like the greatest one. And as with all UMX RC airplanes, I mean, this is more or less what you have, what you get. There's often really difficult just to make adjustments or modifications on this type of RC airplanes. So it's a good shelf model just to have on display, and it can be fun to bring this one outdoors, but I'm having so much more fun with my Air Tractor, and that's kind of the gold standard now from now on when it comes to UMX RC airplanes. So is it up to the standard of the Air Tractor? It's a really good plane. If it's below, I think Horizon Hobby can do better.